Okay, guys, this is DJ coming at you again with a scooter update. Or, yeah. But anyway, this is a cheap Razor scooter, okay? See it? Cheap Razor scooter right here. Very cheap. You can get them for $100 or less on eBay. $300 at Toys R Us, believe it or not. But, yeah. But actually, this is probably, for those of you who want a real sturdy scooter, probably one of the best scooters on the market as far as the frame. Okay? So, kind of show you what I'm doing with it. I'm a motorcycle rider, so I think I have a little authority when it comes to talking about the frame design. It's very solid, guys. It's solid steel. Solid steel frame. So it's made by Razor. Everybody knows about Razor scooters. So what I decided to do was I wanted to turn this into a utility scooter rather than, a scooter I mean, you can get around on it, but it's not going to have the speed that most people want. I'm going in reverse. Most people want speed from a scooter. I want it to go as slow as possible. So I'll share with you some of the things that I just did to this little scooter. One of the main things is changing out the rear sprocket. The rear sprocket here. The scooter comes stock with a 54 tooth sprocket, which is this 54 tooth sprocket. Okay, pretty good, but you don't have torque. So I'm doing a serious gear reduction, very serious gear reduction. I'm going down to, like I said, this right here is an 80 tooth sprocket. You can see it's almost as big as the wheel. Okay. The benefit to that is you'll have a massive amount of torque. Massive amount of torque for the scooter. And that's what I'm all about. I'm not trying to go fast with this thing and kill myself. Okay, so I'm doing a gear reduction. Serious gear reduction. Which will result in a lot of torque. So, for this project, excuse me, I just happen to have, I'm into electric bikes and stuff like that too, but I happen to have some lithium batteries that I was going to use for a bike project, but I'm not going to do that right now. So I figured I didn't want these batteries going to waste. They're quite expensive. And as you can see, they fit right in the Razor scooter. I got these batteries at Nice Wheels in New York. You go online, look at Nice Wheels, New York. They are lithium-ion batteries. It's only 9 amp hours, 8.8 amp hours. Excuse me, 8.8 amp hours. So it's only 9 amp hours. So, yeah, you can get like 500 to 1,000 charges off these batteries. I've had them for a year and I've only got maybe under 10 charges on them. And I couldn't stand the fact that I had them sitting around the house collecting dust, so I had to, get a project going. And you can get these scooters for less than $100. I probably paid about $100 for this one right here, but it was damaged, okay? But it didn't matter anyway because my mindset was to get the scooter and gut it, meaning take out all the electronics, as you can see that I've done, which consists of Razor's speed controller right here. ESC, speed controller, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, I had to rip that out. And their crappy throttle, which is right here. Now, those of you who know about the Razor E300 know that when you turn this throttle, it's not variable. It just clicks and goes on. Okay? Well, I was able to acquire, again, very cheaply here. Hang on a second. I was able to acquire a throttle body with a key, with a light indicator to let me know the status of the battery. Lithium-ion battery. So even this is only like $50, $59, something like that. So it doesn't cost a lot of money, okay, to upgrade this scooter. As is, if you leave it as is, it's okay, but well, it's not really okay because of the throttle. The stock throttle is really bad. See, there it is right there. And when you turn it, it just goes all or nothing. and it tops out about 15 mile an hour. But again, I'm doing something completely different here. I'm turning this into a mobility. No, well, let me change it from a mobility scooter, but to a utility scooter. So I'm looking at right here, this little fender rack right here or whatever. The fender actually sits on here. I'm actually going to turn this into a luggage rack. I'm going to put a luggage rack back here and a luggage box. And then also when I put the deck back on it, I'm going to be mounting this seat. So this scooter here will be a scooter that you can sit down on and ride. Okay. And also I got this really cheap too, motor, like 30 bucks right here. It's a 36 volt motor, 350 watt, as compared to the stock 24 volt motor. Okay, so these two lithium ion batteries, they combine together are a total of, well, as you can see right there, 36 volt, 1.5 amp hour, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so it's going to do a really good job as far as giving the motor the power that it needs. It's lithium ion, you know, they're really good batteries. So anyway, that's what my goal is. I just thought I'd share this project with you guys. Again, I'm turning this into a utility scooter. I'm getting old. Okay, I'm almost 50 years old, so I'm not trying to get killed going fast on these little go fast scooters. But I highly recommend this scooter. They're all over the internet. You can get them. I've seen them for 50 bucks, man. The scooter for 50 bucks. But the key feature to this scooter is not the electronics or smart devices. It's old school, you know. Like I said, I've been riding motorcycles for years, and I can kind of tell when something's the build quality of a frame is really not is nice or not. Build quality of this steel frame is exceptional for a project, and yeah. And then you got to figure too, guys. Razor markets these scooters for kids. Although on this model they say that adults can ride it up to 220 pounds. I'm about 200 pounds, so okay. So I just upgraded the motor to a 36 volt motor because, of course, this is 36 volts batteries right here, and 350 watts, so I can get a little bit more torque out of the motor. And again, I want to, you know, get these batteries, get to using these batteries are really nice. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this build, getting it done. It's not really much you have to do, and I'd like to throw down the gauntlet right now and say this right now. There's a scooter company called GoPed. They started all this scooter mania in California years ago, about 20 years ago or so. And they still sell their scooters, right? And just to show you how insane it is, GoPed has a scooter. They're non-suspension scooter, okay? It's red. It's nice, maybe a little bigger than this. That thing sells for, I think, like $1,500, $1,500, somewhere around that range, right? And this little cheap scooter here actually has some better better quality, I'm trying to use the right word here, hardware than that scooter. And that being that this thing actually freewheels, as you can see. Excuse a little knocking, I got to file something off here. See, it freewheels, which means what? You can coast with it. See, when the sprocket goes, ouch, it will actually coast. So that's a really good thing, because the GoPed model, and the GoPed scooter, when you go, this sprocket is actually attached to the wheel on the GoPed, okay? So when the wheel goes, it just, you know, you don't have any freewheeling capabilities on the GoPed. So again, this scooter here is really awesome. It's cheap. You can get it. I've seen it for 50 bucks on eBay, guys. 50 bucks, and all you got to do is gut it. And again, right here, this has lead acid batteries. Okay, this scooter came complete for like $100. I've had it for a while, but I'm getting started on my project right now. I hadn't had it that long, but I did have it for a little bit. But I'm getting started on this project. What was I going to tell you? Yeah, I've seen them for 50 bucks, this scooter. If you go in Toys R Us, it's $300. At least it is here in Illinois. $300 for this scooter. You know, it ain't a lot you got to do to it. Like I said, you have to upgrade the, if you want torque, that is. You know, I'm all about torque. I could care less about high speed. It's only going to go about 10 miles an hour after I get done with it. That's about it, but it'll have a massive amount of torque. So I'll be using this for like cruising down trails and back roads just for fun. You know, it's not going to be a speed demon. It's going to be slow but powerful. you know. So this frame can handle a lot of abuse too. So I'm really excited about it. Something to do. Something to do. So yeah, look into it. The Razor E300 is what the scooter is called. It comes with a nice dick. I have that all off right now. And like I said, I gutted the electronics. If you just do decide to get the scooter, you don't have to go with the 82 sprocket. You can go with the stock 54, or you can go with, they even have a 65 and maybe even a 72 sprocket. But anyway, you can go that route also. And that way you have more top end. I've seen guys do builds on these. If you go on YouTube, you can see a lot of people do builds with these because the frame is so well built, you know, very good frame as far as build quality. So you can do a bit with it. So that's why many people decide to use this as a project scooter, because it's so well built. And look at it, it's really solid. 10-inch tires. And again, you put this up against the GoPed. This scooter here actually has a better frame design than the GoPed. Has a nice kickstand right here, real super sturdy kickstand on the other side here, which is totally awesome. Yeah, and if you got some extra money, you can always do what I did. I've had these batteries, but you can find a small lithium ion pack. This is a 9 amp hour pack, so you can find a nice lithium ion pack and get in there and even get better performance. So, yep, there it is. I said it. Scooter project. I'm into PTVs, personal transportation vehicles. I've been wanting to do this for years, and at the time I was going to get a scooter, you were talking, you know, I wanted to get the GoPed because at the time it was the best for my needs, something really robust. But you're talking freaking $1,300 to $1,500. Okay, so this right here, the quality of this frame is actually better in my opinion. And the handlebar has this nice clamp on it, so it's not loose. The GoPed one actually has a lot of play in the handlebars. I can't believe they would make it like that. But anyway, and on top of it, the major thing about this scooter is it has a freewheel on it. And also, check this out, guys. Motor replacement on this thing. You can get these motors. This motor here was only $30. $30. That's it. They're really cheap. So you can get motor upgrades and things really cheap, and you know, as opposed to going out and spending a ton of money on an upgraded motor like you'd spend on the GoPed. Okay. Excuse me for yawning, but this is going to be a really cool project. Again, I'm turning this into a utility scooter. It's going to only go 10 mile an hour tops, pretty much. I checked the gearing calculator and everything. It's supposed to go about 10 mile an hour, but I'm looking at hooking up, getting a wagon mount. I may even get into selling these, you know. I'm looking at getting a wagon mount on here so you can haul a wagon around with if somebody wants to use it on a farm or whatever else. This scooter can be used for that purpose. And it's cheap, guys. I'm telling you, go to eBay, type in Razor E300, and you'll find some of them used for $50. And this frame is like go-kart quality. You know, it's very solid, so it's going to hold a lot of weight. They say it's weighted at 220. I think anybody up to like 290, 300 could ride this thing. As long as you're not jumping ramps or anything. If you're just cruising, you know. Okay, guys, I'll give you an update later. Peace.